living for the night, playing for the soul. This is Stuart Rubin of Daylight Vampires, Daylight Productions, and Interview with a Vampire. Tonight, we are really excited to have Declan EC, who's here tonight with his album launch party. The album is Parallel Punk. It came out on April 10th, which happens to be my son's birthday. So to me, that's
happy birthday.
Thanks.
Great.
So I think it's really, really cool that that this is happening.
Yeah.
I've listened to the music. I really enjoy it. It has that old school punk sound and a lot of mix of a lot of different things.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about the album itself.
Yeah, I mean, it's my second album, actually. My first one was 15, came out when I was 15. I'm 17 now, so, a bit of artistic growth since the first one. There's a lot more songs. There's 13 songs on this one. There was 11 on the first one. It's deeper music, I guess. Like, I'm progressing as an artist, and this is an album that I'm happy is made. I'm very proud of the work that I've done here. It's very, a lot of up-tempo stuff towards the front of the track list, very hype, empowering. These are words that other people have had to describe it. I'm just not talking about myself like that. But it's very, people say it's very hype and happy and at least up-tempo and danceable. And towards the second half, it slows down and really, it becomes a lot more moody and teenage angsty, that type of thing. And yeah, I'm very happy with it. This is the launch for it, finally, playing with my all-teenage band with a teenage opener.
Who's in the band?
So, you want me to just name them?
Yeah, just name them.
All right, they're all kids that go to my school except for one. So on drums is...
Wait a second, let's just do this, because they're actually playing pool.
Yeah, they're playing pool over there.
So let's there they are.
Well, there's my bass player. There's my guest star, the one in the shirt of the other person. Yeah, so the guy in the white shirt with another woman on it is my guest star. He's our special guest. He's actually co-written a song on the album with me, Dust. The guy in the black shirt with the long hair is my opener. The man standing with his arms crossed right now is my bass player. And the other guy who's to the left is my drummer.
So what's their names?
And my keyboard player is also in there, but you can't see him. On bass is Luc Bissaillon. Great bassist, plays a huge 5-string matte black bass. My drummer is the best drummer I know of our age group. His name is Oscar Aziz. He's great. My keyboard player is actually, this is gonna sound crazy, is the grandson of Bruce Cockburn.
Oh wow!
I'm not even kidding you. We got a lot of nepotism going in the band because, yeah, Bruce Cockburn's grandson is my keyboard player. I love bragging about that. I'm gonna mention it when we play, actually.
One thing I have to say, like I mentioned when we first spoke, yeah. I'm a guy that was brought up in that era of punk.
Yeah.
The Elvis Costello, Nick Lowe, the Ramones, and even if we move further, things like the Pixies.
Yeah.
I find a lot of the sound actually, I got a Pixies vibe and a Franz Ferdinand vibe even.
Yeah, sure.
When I was listening to everything. And I went through the album, and I have to say one thing which I was really impressed, is both you did the French and the English, which I think is a great move, especially being Quebec. Yeah,
I mean, I like singing. I'm a bilingual person. I went to a French elementary school, so I speak a lot of French. I thought it'd be cool to sing in French. It's my dad does it all the time, and he's an Anglophone. He speaks worse French than I do, and he always puts himself out there. His biggest hits are in French, and so it's I might as well. My first album I had a French song, but it was very simple lyrically, and I wanted to show off a little bit. I do speak French. I'm gonna put 2 French songs on this one.
What I really like about it, you mentioned your dad. Well, your dad started off in the punk scene.
He did, yes.
Originally, and the fact that he went into the punk scene and then afterwards went into the French side of it, what you've done is you fast-tracked it, and you're doing both at the same time.
Yeah.
So that really allows you to have airplay on both the Anglophone and the Francophone stations.
Yeah.
And even, what I really appreciated is listening to the music and listening to the way that there wasn't really a change of sound when you went in the different languages. You still have the same drive. I found that I really enjoyed it. I noticed you use a lot of fuzz.
Yeah, a lot of distortion. Thank you, first of all, for complimenting my album like that. But I like to brag about it, essentially, that I have one guitar tone. I actually play all the instruments on the album, except for my dad plays drums, because it's we recorded it all at once and stuff. But live I play guitar. I used to, on all the previous shows that I've played, I've had one guitar tone. I walk up with no pedals, no effects. I walk up, I have I have the boost on my amp, and I don't touch a thing, and that's my tone for the entire album. I find it fun. It's like challenging to create dynamics like you can in the studio live with just one sound. And now actually I have one pedal. I have a fuzz face pedal, so a fuzz thing as well.
You could tell because, and I'm a huge, I love fuzz.
Yeah, it's
every
the
time
best.
I actually play orange amplifiers,
Yeah.
which really has that fuzzy feel to it.
Of course,
Very warm feel.
Yeah, very bassy.
And I find that when you're using that fuzz, especially for punk, it comes across. It really has a heavy, heavy, heavy influence in it. And the fact that you're using single coil guitars as well, I find also it helps drive it, so it takes that highs and pushes it through the fuzz, which really drives the music, which I really love.
Yeah, I love having just one sort of tone that really carries everything. It's about maintaining that sort of those dynamics when playing. Like, I feel like the songs themselves should be able to carry themselves without necessarily having such a crazy sound. Besides, I only have one. I'm not like the geariest guy ever. Like, I have my Jazzmaster, and recently, like yesterday, I started playing with this pedal for the first time. So, like I try to be very, very low key about my gear because I feel very like proud of my songs, and I want the songs to shine and the sound to be very specific and particular. It's also like I find that if you change your effects too much, you either become like sort of like U2, like The Edge, where it's like you're the effects guy, or you sort of like you don't necessarily have that specific sound that I'm really like. I'm young and up and coming, for lack of a better word, right? So it's I like being associated with a very specific sound, like that sort of pub rock scene of the 70s, mixed with that sort of 2000s like rock revival, but also even just down to like the instruments used and like the literal sound of the guitar and the doubling of all the vocals and stuff. All of that, I like having it all being very consistent on all the albums, whether it's in English or in French even.
You see, what I find was quite impressive with this is the fact that, you mentioned one guitar.
Yeah.
You mentioned using the fuzz face.
Yeah.
Okay, I know one guitarist as well who actually had one white reverse guitar who was a left-handed player who uses the fuzz face, and guess what? That's all he had, and look what happened with him.
That's true.
So
he is the best.
You look at a guy like Hendrix, and he shaped the way music, actually the guitar was being played.
Yeah.
And when you're looking at somebody who's playing like that, you concentrate on the music, you feel the music. And to me, that's very important, is that your direction is going one way. You don't have to worry about everything going on. You concentrate on the way you're playing, and I think that's a huge win.
Well, yeah, exactly. It focuses really on the guitar playing. And like, I like letting the world know that I play guitar. I like playing guitar, and I like making noise, and I like the sound coming out of my guitar to be a sound that I like listening to. I love Hendrix, and I love all of the sounds that I like to replicate in my guitar playing. I have a very bluesy sort of like punk, like a punk and blues fusion, which kind of doesn't really come out in a lot of others. So I like making reference to those sort of early guys, but also really keeping it down to earth about like, the playing. Yeah, like you said.
And when you think about it, you're talking punk, and it's really more punk alternative. But when you're looking at it, you have to look at Smashing Pumpkins. Siamese Dream was recorded with the op amp, EHS, the fuzz pedal, and the muff, and that was exactly that. That was the sound. That was the sound of that whole album.
Yeah,
and it really had that drive, and and when I listen to your music, this is where it brings me.
Yeah.
It brings me to those greats that really have done so much and have really given so much more than what's happening. Myself, who has seen music move up and down over the years, I'm so happy to watch the fact that the music of playing instruments and not pressing buttons is back. I found music got lost when you didn't have actual singers and actual people out there.
Yeah. I mean, I think that there is wonderful, like, amazing music being made with like drum machines and synths and even like with that over-the-top auto-tune. Like, I think that it's possible to innovate with it, but it's not. Potentially I'll go in that direction in the future, but the sound that I like, not to discredit those genres and those styles that have all of those, but I do agree that there is really, it's like it has some sort of like power to it when you're really like 4 people on stage playing your instruments as hard as you can in front of like an audience of people like headbanging and stuff. It's like, I love being there and having like a real presence in front of people instead of just like playing a track on a laptop. Like, I have a band of all teenagers who are all extremely talented people, and I love I love playing instruments that touch air. You know, I love that analog stuff. Although I record digitally, so I'm not.
But you know what I found? What I love is the passion you have. You know, like just speaking with you, I love the passion. I love the drive.
Thank you.
It's exciting to see that. It's exciting as music progresses into the future and watching, you know, where the people of where my age group were when we were young, we went that way, and now it's coming back and the revival and all of that. And for us, what's great is the same way I find that music has gone the opposite way, where youth started listening to our old stuff. Now what's happening is our old stuff is being played by the youth, and it really drives everything, which is really great.
Thank you. I appreciate that. That means a lot to say that I'm a passionate guy. I like to think I have passion in it, so thanks.
Well, you do. Like I say, you do. Once again, thank you very much. I really appreciate your time on this.
Of course.
Now, you are playing Porch Fest, correct, on the 16th of May?
Yeah, right outside NDG's local bookstore, Encore Books, a place I've been going ever since I was a kid, being an NDG guy myself, you know. May 16th, I want to say. Yeah.
That's amazing. And also what happens, your music is all available, streaming on all platforms?
All platforms, all over the world. I'm actually selling CDs at this show. I'm going to be selling CDs at all the shows I play until I run out. But,
that's amazing.
Yeah.
You know, it's like I said, it's always a pleasure, and always it's great to meet people with such a vision and a musical kind of background as yourself.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And once again, I look forward to the show tonight.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thanks for the interview.
Pleasure.